still have a shooting to catch.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. And that was Mr. Brad Pitt. May we now call on our fifth statistician, Mr. Enchong D. Maunahan.
Am I late?
No, sir.
I'm so fast. I'm D. Maunahan. Okay. I'm ready.
Good day, good day. Have a seat,
Ready.
sir.
Here's your tea, sir.
Tea.
Tea time.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Have a seat, sir.
Hot tea. Hot, hot, hot. Archer's hot. Hot tea. Why are you laughing? Let's continue. I'm really funny, you know. Come on.
Yeah, sure. Coffee,
Way.
Hot.
sir. Sir, our main objective for today is to learn more about the sampling techniques. Can
Okay.
you share us your knowledge about this sampling techniques?
Knowledge. Okay, I'm gonna share one. It's called stratified sampling. You know about that, huh? Stratified sampling. So it aims to reduce standard error by providing some control over variance. If you know that there are groups that must be included, for example, man and woman, then you can deliberately sample this in a due proportion. Stratified sampling is sometimes called quota sampling or stratified random sampling. So there are two kinds of stratified sampling: proportionate stratified sampling and this proportionate stratified sampling. I'm going to explain each. The first one is it takes the same proportion from each stratum. The second one is vice versa. So I'm going to give you an example. What kind of example do you like? You want an example? Huh?
No, sir. Can you give us a video?
A
At least of the stratified sampling.
Okay.
You can at least leave the the two proportion and the disproportion. At least the stratified sampling piece.
Okay, I have one in my email. I think it's loaded. Mister, load it. Can you just look? It's there.
Now, stratified sampling, we do it in two steps. Our first step is to simply group the members in some way. Well, the easiest way I can think of grouping them is by the different colors. So let's do that. Let's put all the browns together here. Okay. And there may be lots of other ways we could group them. Hopefully these colors show up well. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I got my yellows over here. So I've got a nice segregated bunch of M&Ms, don't I? All right, so what have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops. Get that green out of here. Six different groups of M&Ms. Obviously, some groups have more than others. All right, this is my first step in that stratified sampling method. After I got them grouped, then what I do, I randomly choose some number from each group. Let's say I'm going to have a sample of size 6, so I'm going to randomly choose 1 from each of my 6 groups. So I'll randomly choose this one, and I'll randomly choose this one, and this one, and this one, and obviously with these two only have one end, so I've got to take this and got to take this.
Such knowledge bestowed upon us by Mr. Enchong D. Maunahan. Oh, huh? See? He's very athletic. Sir, excuse me.
Yes.
I believe we're almost done. I believe you told me you have practice to attend.
Oh yes, I thought it's just a warm up.
Oh, I can see that you're warming up.
Thanks to
So,
this
Yeah, it's
cup of coffee. Coffee.
It's a tea, sir.
It's a tea.
Hot tea.
Tastes like coffee, you know.
So I believe we should end this now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a training to catch, you know.
Thank you for the tea, sir.
Thank
Tea
you.
time. Tea time.
Woo, woo.
And that was Mr. Enchong D. Maunahan. To end our show, we're going to have our last statistician, which is Dr. Yoda. Morning, sir.
Morning.
Good day, good day. Have a
Morning.
seat, sir.
What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day.
Yes.
Your tea, sir. Tea time.
Tea time.
Tea. I love tea. It always makes me smile, you know.
Oh, I'm glad you're a jolly person, sir.
Okay.
Our objective for today is to know more about the different kinds of sampling techniques. Can you give us or share us a little bit of your knowledge about these sampling techniques?
I only have one.
I believe
Is it
that's
alright?
yes, I believe
Okay.
that's plenty enough.
It's called cluster sampling. Have you heard of it?
Quite familiar.
Okay. There's a big risk in cluster sampling. You know why? Because in some geographical areas there are different characteristics. For example, they can be influenced by political biases. So cluster sampling is also called area sampling. Is it alright if I show you a sample?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
We'll be glad to. Thank you.
here's a sample.
The example we're going to look at of randoming method, a sampling method, is what's called the cluster method. Okay? So once again, we start off the same way as we for Stratify. We break it up into different groupings, and again, the easy grouping is by color. Now what I do here is identify each of these groupings with a number, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And here's what I do for this clustering sampling method. For a cluster sampling method, I randomly pick a number from 1 to 6. Let's say I randomly pick the number 3. So 1, 2, 3. This entire group's right here becomes my sample.
Thank you very much for that video, sir. I believe that really well explained the meaning of that cluster sampling, sir.
Thank you very much, Ron. I think that's enough for you. think
Yes,
that's
I
good?
believe that's enough for
Okay.
everyone.
May the force be with you.
Yes, may it be.
Can I have some more tea? Tea.
Sorry sir, we're out of tea and the show's about to end.
Oh.
Tea time!
So, goodbye.
Bye, sir.
Goodbye, fellas. Goodbye. I have a starship to catch.
And that was our last statistician. And to end the show, we would like to thank you all for watching. Again, this is tea time. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.